Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's actually a day late for me paying into my challenges, but I thought I would make a video and show you guys where I'm at with beginning of January's savings challenge. And then I have a penny challenge from last year that I started March of 2023, and I'm going to keep doing that until March of this year to get a full 12 months out of it. And these other two are new. I have a penny challenge I started this year with a new chart going through it. And then I have a 52 pickup challenge that I've also started. And that's the one with the deck of cards. And my last video that I did on my savings challenge, I explained how I was doing those. And I'll link that to this video in the end. So first of all, I'm going to pay into my 52 week, I keep calling it 52 week. It's 52 pickup challenge. I'm going to pay into this first because I don't know what card I'm going to draw, and I only have $40 here and a little bit of change. I have a change jar here that I put spare change in, and so I want to see what the card is first because I have to make this go through all of my 3 challenges here. So this out of the way. Let's see, I'm going to put these aside, and we're going to look at the 52 week. So I have my deck of cards here that I'm going to shuffle. And I am going to draw the top card. Whatever that card is what I'm going to pay. And it is a 6. So I'm going to put $6 in here. Today's date, which is the 25th. 1/25/24. $6 because I drew a 6. Then I'm going to, all I have is a 20, so I have to see if I have $14 in change here. I might have to. I don't. I have 2 ones. So I'm going to have to make change. So I'm going to keep this 5 out. This is the fun of doing penny challenges, money saving challenges. When I go to the store, I ask for $20 cash back. They always give me a 20, which is fine. I can always break it. But I'm going to put this 5 in here and exchange it for 5 ones so I can pay myself back the change. So here's some ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put this $5 bill in here. Making change. Deal with that one later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. So now I'm going to take this 20. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to pay myself back $14 because that would be my change. And then the 2 5s. So I have $14 here. The 20 and the $1 bill go back in here. There, I just paid I just paid $6 here, and I have $14 cash back that I gave myself in change. So the 52 pickup challenge is now paid. I should have, let's see, what do I have in here now? I have 5, 10, 15. Here's a 20, so let's start over. There's 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, and $38 that I have put in this 52 pickup savings challenge, $38 that I started the beginning of this month. So that's not bad. And that's from drawing cards. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is the penny challenge that I started this year. And I made a chart where it's just blocks, squares that are numbered 1 through 365, because that's how much money I'm going to pay per day. And as you can see, I've scattered around and colored off randomly what I've paid because I did this chart a little different than last year. Instead of paying in order, I'm going around just whatever I can try to make my money stretch here. Now I have to keep in mind that my penny challenge from last year, I need to keep up to date with that as well. And because I did that differently, I'm into $3 and some change a day to pay this to keep up with it. So I have to make sure I have $34. I have $34 and some change here left to go between these two. So I have to try and figure out what I'm going to do here. So, actually, I think I'm going to go to the older one first. Last time I paid was January 17th. And to be up to date for today would be January 25th. Well, that's $3 and some change per day. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all that because I still have this other one to do as well. So let's get the calculator out on my phone here and figure this one out. Put my pen here. So we have 324 plus 325 plus 326 plus 327 brings me down there, plus 328 plus 329 plus 330 plus 331. So if I paid up to date to today, which is the 25th, I would have to put $26.20 into this penny challenge from last year. And that's not going to leave me very much money to pay into the one I'm going for this year. So I might take a few of those days off and just try to catch up later. So 20, yeah, because there's 25, 26. That's only going to leave me like $8 for the other one. So I'm going to pay this. I'm going to take my other 20, I guess. There. And I'm just going to see if I pay up to the 21st, what would that be? 3.24 plus 325 plus 326 plus 327. That's $13.02. So let's add another day. 328. So that's $16.30. I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to pay up to $3.28, which would be paying up into the 22nd. So I'm going to pay up until the 22nd of this month for my 2023 penny challenge, which is going to be $16.30. And so I'm going to have to use my 20. And so minus $20. So I'm going to need $3.70 back in cash out of this one. So I'm going to take $3.70 out of here and put this 20 in. Out. 1, 2, 3. $3. And I know I have change in here, so I'm just going to out 70 cents. So there's 25, 50, 60, 70. Okay, so there's my 70 cents. Put that back in there. I'm going to put the 20 back in this jar. And now I have another $3.70. That card away. And then I can just mark off the days on my penny challenge chart that I have paid. So I know where I'm at next week when I go to pay into this. And this gets really tough at the end of the year when you're $3 and some change every day. It adds up quick. And when you're limited on how much money you can put away and save, you know, sometimes it can get difficult. And that's why for this year's penny challenge, I did it differently. So I don't have to pay all these large numbers. I can pay some large and some smaller. And then, you know, on the days that I maybe don't have a lot of money, I can pay just, you know, the penny or the 50 cents for the day and add those smaller ones up. But I'm trying to save those for later. This is January, the beginning of the year, so I'm trying to save those really small days for later on in the year. I still have 11 months to go, so I'm trying to save those small days for when it's really dire. So, okay, what do I have left now? I've got some change in my jar here, and I have $1 and 25, 35, 40, 46, $1.46 on the table. Plus I have some in my jar here, and I have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and $17 in cash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, on my calculator, put $17 on here. And then from that, I'm going to subtract the days that I am thinking about paying. So I'm just going to get a scrap paper around here somewhere. Here's an envelope out of the garbage. Those out from last time. So I'm just going to randomly go through here, and I'm going to start with some big ones. And I'm just going to say like $3.32. So I'm going to take my $17 minus the $3.32. So I'm going to mark $3.32 on this envelope. And that's for when I figure out what I'm doing, then I can go back and cross these off. And I have a list of the ones that I was factoring in here. So there's $3.32. That leaves me $13.68 of my cash. So I still have a little bit of coin change here. So $3.32, and here's $2.77. So I'll do minus $2.77. Write that down. That leaves me $10.91. Let's do, how about $2.37 minus $2.37 equals, leaves me with $8.54. $2.37. And let's do $2.72 minus $2.72. That leaves me $5.82 left. So I'm going to go back over here to the $3 one, and I'm going to, let's choose $3.58. So minus $3.58, that leaves me $2.24. So let's see if I can find the $2.24 one on here, which is right there. So I will just do that one as well. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 days that I can mark off here, and they're random. But it should eat up this $17. So I'm going to do the math again, and I'm going to add up $3.32 plus $2.77 plus $2.37 plus $2.72 plus $3.58 plus $2.24. And that's $17. What do I have here? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, $17. So I can take this $17 and I can put it in my penny challenge for 2024. And it goes in this jar. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pink highlighter and I'm going to go through my chart and I'm going to highlight all of these things off so I don't repay them. So let's look for 232. So there's 232, and I'm just going to put a mark by it there. Or excuse me, 332. That was 332. And then there's another 358 on my list while I'm here. So 358 is right here. Then let's go to, oh, here's 277 up here. And now this page. And we have 224 on my list right here. And we have 272 on my list right here. and we have 237 on my list right here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 days on this year's penny challenge paid. 19 days, and this is the 25th day, so I better catch up. I can put some of these change in here to mark off one more day to get caught up, or I can just put it off until next time. And I think I'm just going to put it off until next time. It's been kind of a hard week. We're coming out of our hard weather that we just had. Everything's pretty much melted and gone away. But during the time, we weren't getting out much. So I'm just going to leave this as it is until next time and try to catch up. But that's the thing of having the money challenge is to me, it's fun to figure out this and have all these jars sitting around to accumulate up. Eventually, at the end of March, I'll be able to cash this one out, and there should be $668 in here at the end of March. And this penny challenge, this should end with 668 at the end of December as well, because it's another penny challenge. And then my 52 pickup challenge that I'm doing, I never really sat down and added up all the cards to figure it out, but I think I'm just going to leave that one as a surprise. But there'll be money in here too that will be accumulating up, and that money, it's going to be there someday. It will come in handy. I may not need it for anything right now when I cash it out, but that's okay. It's money that you can have that you wouldn't have if you wouldn't be putting a little bit in these jars at a time. You don't have to have 3 going at once. What I'm trying to do with doing this is I'm trying to make it to where I have one of these money challenges maturing about every 6 months. So instead of waiting 12 months before you have a little bundle to do something with or to put away, you go 6 months. But so this one's going to mature, or excuse me, this one's going to mature in March. So in March, I'll have that. And I just cashed one out in December. And then I have these 2 that are going to cash out in December. So I don't know if mid-summer, if I'm going to start another one. So next year in the summer, I'll have one to cash out, and then in December I'll have one to cash out. But that's pretty much the goal that I'm going for, because I think it would really come in handy to just have a little bit of money maturing like that about every 6 months, because you never know what's going to happen. Your washing machine might stop working, and then it's not something you planned, and all of a sudden you need some money to go buy one or something. You never know. You just never know. So it's always good to have a spare tire. So that's all I have today, is paying into these money challenges. And thank you for watching today. And I hope you're saving money with me. And let me know in the comments below if you are, and if you which savings challenge you're doing, or maybe you're not doing one that I'm doing. Maybe you're doing one that's totally different than what mine is. I want to know, because maybe that would be a money challenge that I would like to try next time if it's something you're doing but I'm not. So anyway, until next time, I'll see you back here on Survive with What You Know. Bye, and happy money saving. Have a good day.